Hello and welcome. Here we are in Colombo, Sri Lanka, facing the Indian Ocean for the third and final leg of the Asia Rugby Sevens series, where two teams are looking to book their place in San Francisco for the 2018 Rugby World Cup Sevens. But let's cast our mind back to leg one. Jed, it looked like there were only two horses in the race in leg one, Japan and Hong Kong. A young Hong Kong side pushing Japan all the way in the final, 19 points to 12.
You're right, Grant. Didn't they look fantastic in Hong Kong, the home side? And of course, we just saw Japan quietly improve their performances across the weekend. They turned into a powerful unit by the end of it. We didn't really think we'd see too much more out of Korea. We certainly didn't expect it. While they showed some fireworks, they showed some pace. Who would have thought it would have led into the result in the second leg?
That's right. We moved on to the second leg in Seoul 3 weeks later, and it was all about South Korea at home and Jeong Yeon-sik and his men beating Japan in a spirited performance in the final, 3-2. Jeong Yeon-sik with 10 tries in the tournament, but it really was about the three Korean forwards from Kepco Company who joined the squad and made all the difference in that leg.
Well, it's the home field advantage, and the Koreans came out and really turned it on, turning over Hong Kong in the process, and what must have given them a massive confidence, and they steamrolled their way to the final. When they got there, it was all systems go, and the Korean victory, well, it was celebrated long into the night, I think.
It was indeed. And coming into the third leg now here in Colombo with everything to play for, Japan are sweating on Katsuyuki Sakai, the playmaker. They missed him in Korea in leg two, and Siosifa Lasala also sweating on him. And the Koreans, they're coming at full strength. Hong Kong and Sri Lanka, they're also in this run. Can they upset these two teams? Who's going to take that second spot all the way to San Francisco?
Well, Hong Kong will be sweating. They went into Korea. They probably thought to themselves, they've got the upper hand. They've got the opportunity to get on that plane to San Francisco. But here we are at one of the frontiers of world rugby. It's Sri Lanka, in Sri Lanka, and they could be the rogue sort of element that comes around and ankle taps teams like Hong Kong, or possibly they might put the squeeze on an outfit like Korea. The permutations are fantastic for this tournament, but at the end, it's that prize of two teams to the World Cup in San Francisco next year. Who will it be?
That's right. Big days of rugby coming, but also let's not forget the Women's Rugby World Cup Sevens. 2 spots available as well for them. Just the 2 legs for the ladies. In Korea 3 weeks ago, Japan saw off China 17-14 in the final, another close one. And again, we're coming here to Sri Lanka with 2 spots available. Kazakhstan are lurking, looking to get into a final to perhaps join Japan. Again, another big weekend for women's rugby in Asia.
Well, look, it's a humdinger. For me, I've always been a massive fan of the Japan women's national sevens side. I love the way they play the game. They play it with tempo, they play it with passion, they play it with tremendous commitment, they tackle their hearts out, and I've got no doubt that they are on the plane to San Francisco. So let's put them to one side, right? What about the next outfit? Well, it looks very much as if it's going to be China, the world's biggest nation, sending a team to the World Cup. It's going to be fantastic, but they're going to have to look out for some of these other players or other teams, particularly Kazakhstan, who we've seen in the past has got the power game to really overcome some of the smaller teams. Not saying that China is a smaller team, but Kazakhstan certainly have it under the hood to take them right through the middle and through to the post. Who's it going to be? That's a tough question. I'll lean towards China, just like that.
So make sure you join us this weekend, Saturday and Sunday, 2 full days of rugby sevens, men's and women's, San Fran on the line. We're off to happy now. Time for a beer.